And Al Schmidt joins the table as well. You may remember Al from the 2020 election when he was the lone Republican on Philadelphia's elections board and resigned following threats of violence. He is now with the Committee for Safe and Secure Elections, a bipartisan organization made up of local election officials and law enforcement with the goal of protecting election officials and workers in order to administer safe and transparent elections.
So, Al, I went to vote a couple weeks ago and was just so impressed. Trump's own people said in 2020 that were in charge of the elections, they were the safest, most secure elections ever. I went there and was so surprised how quick, how efficient, how safe, how wonderful everything was. So that's great news. How's it going across the country? What are you hearing?
Well, there really have been so many incredible improvements when it comes to running elections nationwide. And like you said, they've never been more safe and they've never been more secure. Any voter that votes in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, at the end of the day, there's a paper ballot with the candidates, the voter selected, that they verify, and those are used in not one but two audits, like real audits, not Cyber Ninja audits or any of that other stuff. But those changes, I think, have come at a little bit of a price. Yeah. And the changes, elections have changed a lot. And I think that leaves some people a little bit confused about the process.
You know, Mike, though, it is, when we were growing up, you show up, and they go, what's your name? My name's Joe. Okay, here's your ballot. Go in that box. You do the box. Here, I showed them my driver's license. They looked at it. They said, can you do a signature? I do the signature. They match the signature with the driver's license. They go, okay, that's great. Here's this. Fill this out. Go. You know, Megan, I did that. It was, the safeguards were great. It was fast. It was secure. It was great. And with the early voting, what I found is, there just aren't lines anymore. This is really good. I mean, it's really, this is one of the great ironies. We're getting more and more people involved in elections than ever before. It's easier to vote than ever before. And you have one party, as things are getting better and better, lying to their base, saying they're getting worse and worse.
Well, I mean, you're absolutely right, Joe. I voted by mail about a week ago. I mean, it was the easiest thing possible. Yeah. Fill it out, sign it, and everything like that, put it back in the mailbox, and the guy picks it up and brings it to the town hall. Easy. But we don't talk enough, I think, Al, about the infection that's out there, that's been out there now for 4 or 5 years, that affects not only voters who now have some sense of disbelief that things are on the level because of the way the Republicans have talked about it, but also the danger that it's posed to election officials in local cities and towns who are reluctant to take the job as poll watchers. And there have been some states where, as we all know, there have been people armed and dangerous, waiting outside voting booths, waiting outside where people vote in order to intimidate them. What do we do about that?
And I think one thing is to realize that all of these words, all of this political propaganda seeking to undermine confidence in our election results comes at a price. And that price is that we have many people, many good people, many decent people who love America very much, who have been deceived by all of these lies. But even more concerning, a much smaller group of people who are on some level deranged and act out as a result of all the lies that they're hearing, whether it's threats to election officials or what occurred on January 6th, or in Philadelphia's case, we had 2 men come up with guns to the location where we were counting our voters' votes. In the birthplace of democracy, we had that happen, and they were arrested there and were also arrested because of their activity on January 6th.